Are we what? Oh, now we're recording. So I would definitely like, that would be my thing because, and I may actually, now that I say that out loud, I think that will be what I switch up, because I feel like why it was so crazy before was because I was also writing all connections. I think it just needs to be those people that respond to your message that you're like, this could go somewhere. So I'm not just writing Amy Jo from whatever, she's got 4 dogs. Like, she's great. No, like, it needs to be somebody who I really could see fitting into our groups, our team, that type of thing. Now repeat everything you just said. I love you, Jenny. But that's what I would do. Okay, so recap of the last couple minutes, really quick. This is the method that we use for tracking. Notebook, average Joe notebook. A page in a notebook. When you are connecting with somebody through Instagram, through Facebook, whatever you're doing, you send them that initial connection. When they respond to you in a way that makes you feel like you want that person on your team, in your group, this could go somewhere. Write them down in your notebook. Date it at the top. Then, if you physically invite that person, highlight their name. If they fill out your form, I star them, and then once a week, I go into Streak and I add the people who have physically taken that next step with me into Streak. And then I have another stage where I add the people who have not filled out my form, but I have their email. The process then becomes of following up. You can either go through your whole notebook, which is totally cool, or go to the previous day of the same month. So like today, I would go to October 29th in my notebook and I would follow up and reconnect or whatever with those people. But try to do something, even if it is as simple and basic as that you will be consistent with, because that is my biggest issue too, is the consistency. It's got to be simple and make sense in my brain, or I'm not going to do it and I shut down. It's overwhelming. So notebook, write down the connection. Once they make a genuine connection back with you that you feel like can go somewhere, highlight when you invite them, star it when they fill out your form or when you actually are moving forward in the process, so you know those people. And then I typically would check mark them if they actually ordered. And then they go into a different stage in Streak. Because sometimes they wouldn't be in Streak until they'd already purchased a pack, if during that week they had ordered. So then they go into my stage of Streak where they're a challenger or they're a coach. Streak is awesome, but I do not do it every day. And I do not just enter every single connection, because you guys, that literally makes no sense. Like, some people, Amy Jo, that's what I just said, Amy Jo. I don't know who you are, Amy Jo, but that's what I'm talking about. You got 4 dogs. You're beautiful. I love you, but I don't necessarily know that you really give a hoot that I'm a coach. So you're not going in my notebook and you're not going in Streak, but ask me for info and you will. So
I almost like the idea of having 2 notebooks, or for connects and invites, like having a different page. No, I guess if you
One thing Micah does, she does all her challenger people at the front and her coach prospects at the back, and just works towards the center with them. So you can do something similar with that concept.
Or Candace has coach and challenger, 2 different columns. And Candace even said yesterday, and this girl's a boss, and she said, like, she showed us a screenshot of her notebook, and she literally is inviting like 10 a day or 5. She's like, it got to be where like, I can't do 20 people a day. It's too much for me. So she's less invites each day, but more of the follow-up process and the connecting. So I think where I've kind of slacked is I was adding people to collections and then I wasn't going back into my collections enough. It's like, what's the point of adding them to the collection if you're not going in there and connecting after that? Like, great, it's great. I've got my August, September, October collections. That's awesome. Did you do anything with them? Like, that can literally be, it can be so overwhelming, but you've got to make it all make sense A to Z in your head, or everybody's processes in the world. It's like, how many trainings do we have, you guys? Seriously.
I know, but if you go to YouTube and look up tracking, it's so hard to find something. Like, it's so hard
Yeah.
to find what you, I mean, obviously, because everybody does it different, but, like, a lot of the things I was coming across were older, and, like, there's one girl, I don't know if it was Melanie Mitro or Brooke, I don't know, but it was, like, their streak was just, like, insane, every connection, like, in the world, and I was just like, no, like, this does not work for me at all. But, yeah, I'm really wanting to just get, like, this is what I do, like, this is, like, who I invited, this is when I need to follow up with them, like, just kind of like an easy, like, I want to track, I know it's necessary, I just haven't found what, like, when I sit down and go to work, then I get, like, I don't know. I've really upped my connections, but I don't, like, now that they're actually meaningful connections, like, I don't want them to slip through the cracks, so it's kind of really important that I figure out a system that works for me and start it now.
Yeah. I like this system that Shauna's, it works with my brain too. Like, and I'm totally guilty of putting everybody in a collection and then not going and looking at them again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy. It's so easy to do. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second. But it is so easy to do that. And then I myself will be like, well, gosh, it was August. Like, now what? Like, I don't want to go back to so it is so freaking easy to do that. That's why when Candace said that, that just made sense in my brain. I'm like, okay, the 29th of October, who did I talk to? Who did I connect with? And because sometimes it really does, like, once every couple of weeks, as long as you're, like, engaging with those people, then it's not going to seem weird. You don't need to connect with them every single day of the week. It can be like once a week, once every couple weeks that you're going back and connecting, commenting, because you're just a presence on their page. You're not necessarily, like, inundating them with so much support and love this. Where'd you get the sweater? Hey, where'd you get the hat? Hey, where'd you get this? Like, every single day type thing.
Because then you just turn into a stalker.
Yeah, and that's weird. So, like, I don't think it's weird to every couple of weeks or once a month go in and, like, I don't know. But if you're genuinely connecting with someone, they obviously get written down and they're a key factor in your brain. They're a dream coach, a dream challenger, a dream in general.
What if you are, like, what if you do just scroll for, like, a little bit and, like, engage that way? Because I feel like if I'm following somebody, like, it's obviously, like, they're in my collections at some point. Like, I know, like, you probably need to go in there, but I know people say don't scroll, but when I do scroll, like, I'm just liking a ton of people's baby pictures because that's who I'm following. Like, so that is my target market. Like, I am being a presence on that, and I don't really get sucked in because it's not, like, I don't really know them, so it's just kind of, like, engaging to me. I don't know. I don't make that a habit, but I have been doing it recently. Like, if I'm not doing anything, I'll, like, mindlessly scroll and, like and, like, comment on a few. Just being a presence, even though, like, 'cause I'm not good at going through my collections. I tried a few different collections, like, different ways of doing it before, so now my collections are kind of a mess, a little bit. Like, but because I was doing it by date, and then I just started adding them into, like, one big collection because I really don't know. The only time that I actually go through my collections, like, to invite is for a free group because that's free game. So, but
yeah,
I don't know.
That's huge. Doing it for a free group is huge, and it's so easy. It's so easy to do it at that time.
Mm-hmm.
There literally should be not a single person that you are connected to in any way on Instagram that is not invited to the free group. Not one person. If you have 3,000 followers, they should have 3,000 invites to the free group. Like, there is no reason why every single person should not receive an invite to fitness.
Well, there is one reason.
Why?
If they're already a coach.
Well, if they're already a coach, don't invite
I'm just saying.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
I've been going through my followers and realizing, holy crap, I wonder if they were a coach when they started following me. Because I have a lot that suddenly I'm like, where are you coming from?
Yeah.
I thought, did I miss the boat? With, like, and some of them are like, I'm a new coach. And I was like, did I miss the boat on inviting them? Holy crap. Like, it makes me kick myself for not, when I sign them up.
Yeah, that's why I'm like disappointed about the way the last few weeks have gone, because this is truly the time. This is the time to be connecting and inviting and putting the extra skin and the extra time and the lack of sleep. This is the time, because they're going to push you off potentially in December. Like for me, everybody's like, oh, December is going to be huge. Like December is always historically my hardest month. Every single time it's my hardest month, because all I'm met with is it's Christmas. Like hit me up right before the first of the year, or I can't do anything until Christmas presents are purchased or whatever. So this is the time though to just be massively expanding and connecting. And I stopped 21 Social. So like my followers are dropping each day. And I'm like, okay, get your head together, because you've got to get this to continue to go up, even though you're not paying something to make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the tracking situation in a nutshell of how I've done it. But like I said, Megan, whatever you find that works for you. I also agree with you. I like to have the notebook with me, or like on my phone in the notes section of my phone. And then it's very easy to go back to my notebook and be like, da, 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 da. Super easy at the end of a day. And I was so A game strong. I don't know what happened, but I didn't go to bed at night until my notebook was updated with whoever I had entered in my phone. It's like that things have to happen on the day of, or like, whoosh, it's out. So just make certain promises to yourself that you will for sure do it before the end of the day, type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we good for now?
Yeah.
I think tracking is something we can always keep talking more about, but let's talk about the free group. We don't have quite all the details yet. Some of Micah's coaches, Alyssa Contestable, Shauna, me, Megan's in. Jen, if you want to help. Alyssa threw it out yesterday about, let's do another 12 days of fitness. We did it last year as a group, and she said, let's just include downlines. We did it last year. That's where Megan came from, was that free group. So, while we're talking about collections, now's the time to like go in and really connect with them, so that it's not awkward when you suddenly say, hey, I've got a free group, and they're like, I haven't heard from you for 6 months. What do you like? Because that's what I'm like, that's where I'm going for my connections now. But my goal is to start that on the 10th. Alyssa, we haven't talked with her yet, and I'd like to do a big Zoom with everybody that's doing it. But I'd like to go the 10th through the 22nd. I think that's what we did last year, and it worked out pretty well. We ended right before Christmas. So keep that in mind. That's coming up. I need to message Alyssa again.
It will be sometime around that date. I don't know exactly when she wants to start it, but it will be sometime
she
around
wanted
there.
to get a lot of coaches so we could do more than like a $10 gift card.
Yeah.
To put in. So there will be like some money put in to send prizes. I liked how we did last year with the daily prizes going out. Because I mean, if we get 12 coaches, that's one prize from each of us. That's all.
Yeah, I really liked the daily prizes, because even like, I mean, if you skipped a day, like if you skipped Monday and Tuesday, but you like showed up on when, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
you were still eligible. Like it was based on that day. Yep.
Yeah, like I feel like with our cash one, where we've had like who posted the most, like I feel like a lot of people like missed Monday and Tuesday, so then they didn't really have skin in the game.
Yep. Then once you fall behind, it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, why would I start to do it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like the 10th, because that would give us like 10 days to like really invite to
right.
it.
And that's what I was saying.
And it doesn't run into Christmas, because nobody except us is going to work out on Christmas.
Well, you might. I'm just going to say I'm probably not going to.
What?
But,
yeah. What?
You'll be in a better mood. I showed up to Thanksgiving all happy, and they were all like, we're tired. I was like, well, you guys should have worked out, because I feel great.
That's awesome. Yeah, okay, so we will touch base with Alyssa and figure that out.
Yeah. Jenny, do you want in on that?
Yeah, I do. I think that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, I think we were saying it would be like $15 or $20, like we would each have a prize, so it would be like one time you're responsible for like $20 of sending a gift.
And like it can be sent from Amazon or like that's
Yeah.
I think.
It's totally up to you, whatever as long as it, like, I don't know if we're going to figure out what the prizes are or if it's just going to be like whatever coach is responsible for that day, you're sending the person a prize type thing.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I sent last year.
I got
I
a
think
shaker bottle.
You did?
I won one of the prizes, yeah. It was but that's only like $6.
I can't remember. I don't remember. I think I did an Amazon gift card, but I don't remember. Because that's so easy for me to just email someone. Like, here you go.
Maybe I did that too.
Yeah.
That's not
I'm all about Amazon gift cards. Y'all can send
Yeah.
them all to me. Like, that's my jam. Like, just send me Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to get with them about the date. And we're all ready for January 14th. Are we all purchasing the unlock
So, well,
with our steps?
okay, let's talk about that. Megan, you've secured yourself a step because you've got Success Club points for November.
Where are all y'all at?
I am only at 4, but I have one girl buying like right at the end. She gets paid on Friday, but she's a friend, so I know that she's buying.
Okay, cool.
But I have a bunch
Nice.
of other people that are saying that they're going to, but who knows?
I get
Not-
it, sister.
Not putting my eggs in
If
that.
every single person that told me they were going to did, I would like top Ashley Molstead. So I would. They'd be like, Sean is here. I'd be like, oh my gosh, every single person did what they said? No, they did not.
I know. I had one girl that I literally like sent a connect message. Like I started following her last week. I sent her like a connection message. We talked about like marathons for a minute. And then Thanksgiving, she bought a pack. And I was like, where are more of you?
Seriously.
Seriously, right?
Like, I don't understand. When Carrie sent me the pack, like, she had to talk me into the pack a little bit. But once she sent me the pack, like, I bought it immediately. Like,
Yeah, and I feel like that's the thing. It is truly meeting someone where they are at. And I feel like for so long, and even still, I fall under the rut of they're not ordering. They don't want to do this. It's like we cannot force these people to be ready. But when they are ready, the key is that the first person they think of is Jenny Jackson. I remember Jenny's consistent. Megan Williams. I remember Megan's the one, she keeps showing up on Instagram. She's doing all this stuff on her head. Like, I want to work with the girl that does the yoga poses. Like, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? But seriously though,
Yeah.
It's even if they aren't ready today, when they're ready in June of 2019, you want to be the person that they're thinking about. Like, so for so long, I tie the emotion to the rejection. And then I'm like, forget it. It's still a seed planted. It's
Yeah.
a seed planted.
Right.
So yeah, sorry. That was I just went on a rant.
The night that I stayed up and did this, my 200 was mostly follow-ups. And like every single person that's ever been in a free group. But like I woke up and it was like, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. And I was like, dang, that's
Okay, at
not,
least they answered
that's
you.
not
Most of
exactly
mine
how I wanted to wake up.
didn't even respond. So
True. But I spent a lot of time replying to no thankses, so I might have rather had ignores. I spent a lot of time.
Jenny, how is your month going, babe? Have you sold anything or had any luck at all?
I sold one subscription to,
Okay.
but that's it. So no points.
Don't say that's it. A subscription is still, it's awesome.
She's
Yeah,
really-
for sure.
She's been showing up. She's a marathon runner, so she's using the workouts as like cross training, which is awesome. And I've been talking to her since like June.
Okay, nice.
My friend Emma, she was one of the first people that ever reached out to me. She's like, hey, I love what you're doing. I want to do it. And then she had a share cart link and then never went forward. And yesterday she was like blowing up one of my posts about, oh my gosh, you're so right. I should do this. And I called her
I
out on
love
it
your
again.
response to her.
Thanks. I was channeling my inner Carrie. Be bold and just kick her in the ass a little bit and maybe she'll do this, So
Well, and I love that she was like, okay, you're right. Like,
But just because I'm married doesn't mean she's going to do it, unfortunately. But I am going to keep up on her and be like, Emma, you've wanted to do this several times, so let's just do it.
And just say, look, you can get it the cheapest you're going to get it if you purchase by tomorrow night. Like, and there's a 30-day freaking money back guarantee. Like,
I don't get it. It's like either we are the aliens that aren't normal, or everybody. Like I cannot function when it's like, you guys can get your money back if you don't dig it.
Yeah, I know.
But
I've had several people lately say that they're scared or they're nervous.
Yeah, that was my friend Celeste, the one that ordered the workouts. She was like, I just am really nervous about purchasing health things. And I was like,
but they don't question going to McDonald's and buying a Big Mac or drinking their 32 ounces of Diet Coke every day.
Yeah.
Or like all these stupid quick fix things.
Yeah.
It's so funny though, because I sit there and say that, and in the same breath, that was me. I did
Really?
Nutrisystem. I did Weight Watch. I did every single thing under the sun, but was so reluctant to do Beachbody. I was like, don't come at me with your at-home workouts. Like, I cannot with you. I don't want to do this. And then it's just like, for some reason, something just clicks. So we just have to keep waiting for the click. We have to be there when the click happens.
And that's just like, I don't know. My personality is like, I don't want to say obsessive, but like, I'm kind of like an all-in person. So like, it just doesn't like click with me when people are like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, I really want this change. And then they're like, I'm too scared to do it. I'm like, if you want it, then do it. Like, what do you mean you're scared? You're the only person in charge. Like,
I had one response the other day. I totally want to do this when I can commit to commitment. And I was like, I'm not even going to respond to you. Like, that's the dumbest excuse ever.
Too. I've had this girl who's like, in November I'll order. In November I'll order. And so I've been like talking to her about the deals. I've been talking to her about the programs, the options, everything. And she just found out she's pregnant, and she's like, dying of freaking morning sickness apparently. And I was like, well, you could still order it and have it at the discounted price and then get into it when you're ready. And she's like, well, I don't want to do that because if I can't commit to it now, it's not worth my money. And I was like, what does that even mean? Like, why can't you start learning to be mindset? That's what she wants, is to be mindset. I'm like, when you're sitting on the couch puking your guts out, freaking watch the 2B mindset videos, learn it, and the next time you have a meal, apply what you've learned, like it's, I don't understand.
Especially with 2B, with 2B mindset, it really doesn't make sense, because all you have to do is just watch the videos. Like, you don't have to do anything else. And then if you're not perfect through December, it's okay. Like, you're still learning as you go. So that honestly, but that's so a girl that I've been talking to that was like, she was so for sure she was ordering in November. Like, there was no doubt. And now she says, I just really don't want to start until the first of the year. I know I'm horrible in December and I won't stick to it. So I just want a fresh start. Does that make sense? I'm like, okay, it does, but no, it doesn't.
That's why you need to start.
And that's what I said. I was like, even if you are not perfect through December, give yourself that leg up for January and already have all your stuff. And like that, so that's the thing. But then again, I don't want to push her to the point where I lose her. Yeah. So it's like, that's where there's a fine line between not taking their excuse, or at least combating it in a nice way, but keeping them as a client. Like, you've got to make sure that you're not harsh, but you're telling them how it is, kind of.
I agree.
So.
I will say, okay, this was so cute. So, sorry, this is kind of random, but my husband, like, I was nervous to tell him that I was a coach for like 3 months. I didn't tell him. Carrie can attest to this. I was like, nope, I'm not telling him nothing.
Like, you've got to tell him.
Yeah, she's like, you have to. And I was like, okay, fine. So I did. And at first he was like, what the hell? You did what? And I was like, yeah, because I'd already been a coach once before and failed miserably at it because I didn't do anything. But anyway, the other day, so Justin just started a job on Monday with Wells Fargo, and I'm hoping that it is like a major financial blessing to my family so that I'm not so stressed about being good at Beachbody. I can like do it to be good, but also like to enjoy it. Anyway, he was like, even if you only make like $400 a month, that would be worth it. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, I don't know why that meant, like, was so good to hear, but he was just like, just make $400 a month from this. That's all you need to do, because then that like covers our health insurance costs. I was like, well, cool. Okay. Like, he was giving me crap about like when Micah bought her Escalade with cash or whatever. He's like, shoot, girl, what are you doing? Like, get your crap together, make this happen. You know? Oh my gosh, I can't make $100,000. Like, oh. Anyway, he's like, just make $400 a month. And he just like told me like, this is what I want to see you do. Like, I believe that you can do that. And I was like, oh, thanks. So anyway, that like really lit my fire. It's nice to have anyway.
See, that support is huge. It's awesome, number one, because he's behind you. And then number two, you hear $400. Not that, I mean, because we all know you can obviously do more than that. But even think about the $400 and then reverse engineer what you have to do to earn the 400 and go for it. Like set that as your goals, a little above that to like push yourself further. But like, how many challenge packs is that? What would that be for BOD subscriptions? What would that like, I don't know how your brains all work, but like mine, I'm like, okay, what does that actually equate to in product or like in Success Club or in what? Like it has to be like, what does that really mean? Because sometimes when Micah will always say, I don't know what the commission is for a challenge pack. I never looked at it like that. I'm like, okay, for someone like me, nothing like, but I'm like, okay, I need to know what that actually equals in my household each month. Like what bill is that covering? I need to know that. Not that of course we're doing it for the right reasons, but like we want to make money too. So I don't know.
I work the same way. So
yeah. So that's what the thing, like think about that. Like, okay, 5 challenge packs, 2 subscriptions, like blah, 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 blah. So like, and then when you're writing your goals down or you're writing every single affirmation down in the morning, it's like, I've sold this many or like set yourself out, put it into the universe, all that positive self-talk. And as if it already happened, like talk to yourself and put that out there. I know Carrie's probably thinking, preaching to the choir, but take your own advice, lady. But that's, I know that's what you're thinking. I'll just say it because I see you. But so that's the thing. Like, yeah, put that out there.
I didn't say nothing.
Whatever, homie. I see the way you looking.
I'm just making my breakfast.
I bet you are. Mm-hmm. With that look.
Ultimate reset going down.
Yeah, I got to do the reset. I've never done the reset. I've done refresh.
Love it.
I like breastfeeding because it's still like a secret weapon against meltdowns, nap times, and things. But I really could use a cleanse. Like I just feel it.
Yeah. Okay, ladies, I got to jump off. But does anybody have any other question for me or anything before I do?
Hold on. I have a whole list of stuff that we haven't talked about because we've been talking about everything else that wasn't on my list.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all.
No, don't be sorry, Megan.
Yeah, we're good. That was actually on my list. We just so just to recap the packs for Transform 20 launch on the 4th. There has been talk of any coach that's in the Transform 20 info group, which used to be the Lift 4 info group. They just changed it, so you guys should both be in there. Any coach that buys a pack that day, they're going to have a drawing for, they were talking about like a sweatshirt or an Amazon gift card to help with Christmas. So keep that in mind. Mike is still asking me if we're going to hit team leader as a team.
How many more coaches did we each need for that? I can't remember.
How many what?
Didn't we each need to get like 2 more coaches or something?
No, it's about your volume.
It's your volume.
You need to get your inactive coaches active.
And they can do that by buying a pack for Transform 20.
Megan, take that look off your face, girl. You can do this.
I need in with the new.
We need to talk to our downlines about Transform 20 and get them ready to do it with us on January 14th also and get them active. So that's something that I think we can, I told Micah we're just going to do our best. And that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Get my coaches active with it too.
I have like 50 something coaches and like 35 of them are inactive. So I feel you, Megan. But I'm like, we just have to breathe in this launch and just pray that people want the early access to it and that we can create that urgency that they at least order it at some point in December. Like, beyond just
Do we
the
know?
digital unlock, but like get them something that gets them 50 PV,
Yeah,
gets
the
them
digital
active.
unlock will not get them active.
But the accessory bundle, no step will, right? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
with
sure.
With Lift 4, like the $30 one didn't, but the $35 one with the bands did. The $35 one.
I feel like I feel like the digital unlock won't, but then the accessories no step will. I will say, I mean, you can get the step elsewhere, obviously, but if you're already ordering your pack, I would just get the one with the Beachbody step. Like, I know it's going to be a little bit extra, but it's going to be 100 versus 7 or like whatever. Like, it's just like,
but it's
I would
also good to have a branded step in your stories. So even if it's in your background and you're not saying, look, here's my Beachbody step, it's like having my Energize behind me when I'm talking.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be in all of our workout videos too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So there's
I
that.
locked in my step. I'm getting my step.
I'm getting my step. And I know that like my husband's out of a job on December 4th. No, like Monday. Monday's his last day. And then like, I don't know what we're doing for money and where we're going to live and how we're going to pay for food, but I'm getting my step because going all in on this is just like, you have to have that mindset so that people go all in with you.
Yeah. Like 80-day obsession and going all in with everything with that changed my business for the summer last year. It did. And then of course there's been a dip, but like, I'm telling you, when you are like full throttle, it's crazy. Okay. So I just got, but you guys probably got the same email, but since we're talking about Transform 20, December 4th, it shows all the packs go on sale, but then it says challenge pack and completion packs at a 20 promo discount.
Are you serious?
It says that.
Check my email.
It says December 4th, US, Canada, UK challenge packs, completion packs, bundles, and digital only offer $20 promo discount. And then it says December 11th, 2 prep workouts, Transform in 10 and Transform in 15 if you purchased, and a free sample workout. So that's technically 3 Transform 20-ish workouts available on BOD as of December 11th. Transform in 10, Transform in 15, and a sample. So seriously, you guys, like just in time, yeah, it's going to be amazing.
So we need to have that as one of our days.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the $20. Okay, holy cannoli pants. Hang on. February 28th, 2019, last day of $20 off the promo period on all challenge packs and completion packs. These promos are $20 off from now until February 28th, you guys.
Are you serious?
So that
all access is $140 through February.
That is insane. That cannot be right. Is that right?
Transform 20 probably. It's probably $160 like it was for Lift 4.
It probably is. Okay.
20 is more expensive because
but I think that they're doing so I am in the Transform 20. So maybe they are saying that it's going to be $20 off through February 28th. So from December 4th through February 28th, you can get the Transform 20 pack $20 off.
Makes sense that they would keep it because especially through February because it doesn't launch on everybody's BOD until April. So
Okay, so that, you guys, that's still awesome. December 4th through February 28th, we will be able to continue to share and invite and be crazy pants Shaunathons. Oh, you best believe I'm going to be posting a lot about how it's my name, y'all. Anyway, just wait for all the funny memes and stuff. It's coming, Shauna. Oh, thank you, Mom, for my name.
The retreat in January. Shauna's coming out because it's Sean T.
Well, I'm coming out because it's our team, but just because it's Sean too. But yes, who's coming out with me? Who's flying out? Megan, are you flying out? Are you gonna get your diamond back, girl?
I really want to. Okay, in the first call that she had, I don't remember what it was, but I went back and listened to it, and she said lifetime rank in there. She said lifetime rank.
It is still lifetime rank, but you have to get back to your lifetime rank.
It's whatever your rank is, 1227.
So you have to get back to diamond by 1227.
we'll see. I'm putting like all of my coach prospects that I have in that fit. They don't even know it yet, but they're going in that free group. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible. I can't say yes now because, like I told you guys, I'm not really inviting to coaching because I have I don't even know if it's a limiting belief. I just
see. I think what you got to do though is think about it coaching business wise, but also just think about it straight up discount coaches. Like, even if that's what gets you to this point, of course, eventually those people could become builders, which would be sweet. But if all they are is you're helping them save on their product, like, that's still something where try not to put so much into builders I'm inviting to the opportunity as much as like I'm helping you guys save for the next 3 months while we do this program for 2 rounds type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I 100% agree with that, but for some reason, I don't know if it is like my age group or like what it is, but even the people that try Shakeology and love it, like they aren't continuing. Even my discount coaches, like obviously, because I'm like plastered with inactives. So it's like I don't know.
It's so hard. Shakeology is very hard to get lifers on. I will say, super hard. What's not hard for me to get a lifer on is Energize. Or I will really be pushing Performance Line. Of course, I want people on Shakeology, but I'm going to be pushing Performance Line because if anything else, it's easy to say, okay, like drop your Energize, drop your shakes for the month, like just get yourself your Recover, because that to me is like active. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, or even if you're like, get the Recover and then get yourself a packet of Energize or something, like, I don't know. I just feel like there are ways around keeping someone active while helping them with a product during this launch and during doing it for the first few rounds that doesn't have to necessarily be like Shakeology or bust. Because a lot of times that's how I looked at it too. Like, oh shoot, well, if they're not on shakes every month, they're not going to be active. But now there's so many ways to get people active, which is why, beach bars, which is why I'm so kicking myself that I have that many inactive people, because I'm like, all right, like figure this out, because these people, it's a lot easier. Micah says it all the time. It's so much easier to get your inactives active than it is to fill it with the new. So it's like that's another thing that has really been ringing true for me. I want my following to grow, but I heard Rachel Hollis talk about, I want to serve my current community. Of course, I want to grow and grow and grow, but how can you best serve your current following with the most value? So think about it like that. Like, obviously expand and grow, but how can you serve your current community, your current coaches? What can you do to help them and to push them and to get them active? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was like a big mindset shift.
I struggle with that. I mean, I really want to. Like, I created packets for them. Like, I made like this new group, and I mean, I know it's the time of year. Like, I do have, this group is a little bit more active, even though it's like cut in half because I only took in people that like wanted to do it through the holidays. But I don't know, like it's hard right now, like getting people really into it.
Yeah,
then I had one coach that was like super into it, and she got really like busy with her job, and like I can barely even talk to her now. Like, we were talking like every day, so that was kind of like a I
have so many people that were like, oh, I'm in. Oh, this is going to be great. And then they just fall off. Like, I'm not pushy. I'm just not. I am so passive. Like, you can basically quit on me and it's cool. Like, not cool, but I'm so scared to like be too aggressive. So I struggle with that big time because these people are inactive. And it's like, at some point I have to just understand that they are. Like, I don't know. But I still think that we can take every measure that we possibly can, especially with the launch, to keep them informed and to do what we can to get them going again. Like, to stress just like they are challengers, because they are, and they all have bod, and they all deserve to be a part of this with us. So it's just like anything else, sharing it with them again and reigniting that fire to get them active in December. And that's like, that will get your team to team leader, which is huge. Like that would be huge for you guys. So it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I love y'all. I know you can do it.
I'm trying to think. My inactives have been so inactive for so long. I don't even, I'm trying to think who they are.
Have you gone back and, one thing that I've done is I've gone back and like talked to them about why they started and just reminded them of their goals. And I actually messaged one of your coaches. She showed up in my stories or something. I just messaged her and said, hey, how you doing? But like, I don't, yeah.
Which one?
Cricket.
Oh, she like left her husband and she's all a mess right now.
I wondered. She said that. She said she's still losing weight just by watching. She's doing the 21-day fix program, but she wants to start a program Monday. So maybe we can. I know.
It's so, I get it, Megan. You're like, well, okay. Like,
I had another one of my discount coaches said that she's starting, and she started on Monday and she got sick on Tuesday. She's sick. Well, no, she said she's working out today, so we'll see. She's inactive. But maybe I can get her on Transform 20. One of my inactives is pregnant. She never started. She got pregnant like 2 weeks after she signed up.
We'll have her do the pregnancy workouts.
A lot of my girls don't respond. Like, I'll just say, like, how are you? And
a lot of mine don't either.
Yeah.
And I don't want to
so
push
hard.
them too much because then they're just going to cancel, which I guess it's not really any difference. But
I want to start, and I've seen Kate Morgan does this. Kate Schultz now. Schultz in Streak, I want to go through and like, she sends her coaches a generic, like, how are you, what's going on, like, fill me in on your week type thing once a week. And I feel like that is where I kind of slack, because sometimes it's just like a given that I have lifers. It's a given that they're just on the journey with me. I'm in the group. That's where you can find me type of thing. But I think it's really important to like extend that out. But I love the thought of it being automated like that. Okay, so once a week, it's on my checklist to go in and send that to all of my coaches. Hey girl, or hey, or whatever. Like, you don't even have to put the name to save yourself time. But, and then it's like, it's on them to respond to the email. You're doing what you can, because I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I feel really guilty that I do not reach out to them. They've been inactive this long. I have no idea how they're doing. I mean, a lot of them I do, but some of them I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to her in like 2 months. It's on her too, but it's also on me as her coach. Like, I told you I was going to help you. I don't know what's going on, but where are you? Like, how is everything? Fill me in. Let's chat, or something like that. Super basic. But just go through your coach list like that. And then it will start a conversation just like you would with anybody else to connect. And then talk about what you're doing. You're excited about the new stuff, the new launch. Like, this could be, and then just turn it into how it will benefit them. Make it about them and how much this program can change their life. Like,
I love that, and that's why that's how I organize my streak, except I think that I want to change it and actually put discount coaches in one and working coaches, or people that said that they want to work in one. But I literally, like, I made that huge, like, almost 40-page Challenger, like, packet not too long ago. It's just, like, worksheets and stuff. It's not stuff they actually have to do. But, and I sent it to, like, all, like, 50 of my customers that, like, I've signed from the very beginning. I emailed it to them, and I got, like, 4 responses, like, actual email responses. So, I don't know if people just don't check email.
well, and I always, when I go into Streak, and I'll send whatever, the 200 to the customers at a time or whatever, and it's like all the green eyes, like they have all seen it, but they are ghosting me. And then I get all excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a response. And then it's, please remove me from your email list. Oh, okay, I will. Thank you. Like, oh, so annoying. But we can, like, it's so easy to say, but we can only do what we can do. You can only do what's in your control. And that's why I take a lot of the blame right now, because I'm like, this is in my control. So the part that is lacking, it's like, I know in my business, I will feel so much better if at the end of each night, I'm like, I did everything that I could do today to like connect with my coaches, connect with my challengers, give value to people in my social media. Like I did all the things, leave it up to the universe to do the rest. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love you guys for real.
I love you guys too. I have to go get Echo. Because I forgot her the other day. Totally forgot to go get my kid from kindergarten. Got a phone call from the school. Hey, are you coming? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm totally on my way. I'm in the car. Oh, it was bad.
Oops.
Mom, I know. Sometimes mom kids. Yep. Sometimes I do. So.
All good.
She still loves me.
Right. She does, of course. Okay, I love you guys so freaking much. You guys are beyond capable of this, of your goals, of rocking the rest of the year in 2019. Believe it. Believe what I'm saying to you.
2019 is going to be our year, and we're all going to hit elite.
Oh, you guys are all going to be elite. Like, there's no doubt.
Shauna's going to be elite, too.
Everybody's going to be elite. But you guys are going to be elite.
Did you watch the elite training from Doug Moss yet?
I'm going to do it right now.
Watch it today. Guys, you will be so excited to hit elite. I promise.
Megan's going to love the way he breaks it down.
Megan's brain's going to be like, oh,
my brain was like, yes,
yeah.
Oh my God.
You'll love it. It's really good.
It's like step one, step two.
I was working out when you messaged me, and then I like hopped out of the shower and saw it, and I was like, and I hopped on at like the very end. Like,
yeah. You guys are for sure going to be elite, no doubt.
And we're all going to walk that stage together.
Right. And we're all going to go to the next leadership conference, and it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we need to be there. Yeah, leadership is a major goal.
That's bad, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, regardless though, you will be at New Leader 2020. No doubt. Both of you need to be at New Leader as soon as possible. We can get into all that later. That's where Carrie's going in February.
That's where I'm going in February. They put you up in a hotel, and there's only like maybe 200 coaches there. Mm-hmm. And then you get super close, awesome focus from corporate.
It's incredible. You guys have got to go. All right. I adore you. Have a good rest of your day. If you ever need anything, message me. Let me know all the things.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Love you.